Finding the perfect pair of running shoes is the dream for most runners, but let's be honest, it can be challenging. Maybe you borrowed a pair from a friend and now you're heel sliding around. Or you just wanted to match your outfit on race day and now you're getting blisters. Here's 6 signs that you might be wearing the wrong pair of shoes. Some folks might deal with a bit of tingling or even full numbness in their toes. What this is pointing to is a constriction of the forefoot and possibly even a lack of blood flow. 2 things that contribute to that are the shoe being too narrow on the side of the foot or perhaps even too short. Where the shoes get narrow at the forefoot, if we pull that contact point up half a size, we'll have less pressure over these bones called the metatarsal. Another indication that your shoe may be too short is if your toenails are starting to turn black. Essentially what's happening here is there's not enough space from the edge of the toe to the tip of the shoe, and the tissue under the toenails is getting damaged upon impact. A quick fix for that is to go a half a size up. One of the most common issues we see are blisters and hot spots on the skin. This is incredibly confusing and painful sometimes because blisters are caused by too much friction and too much moisture together, whereas a hot spot may be caused by too much pressure applied to one specific part of the foot. To add to this equation, we also have to consider the type of sock that you're wearing. It's important to make sure that the socks you put on your feet are free of cotton and are less abrasive to the skin. Pain on the top of your foot is another indication that the shoe you're wearing is not right for you. Whether it's too much pressure applied over the top on squeezing down on the bones, or you have too much travel up and down and your feet are actually running into the laces themselves, causing blunt force trauma to the soft tissue on your feet. But what if you thought you had the perfect shoe? And it's been working well for a long time, but out of nowhere, you start having some new aches and pains that don't seem to add up. This is an indication that the cushion system in your shoe is starting to fail. These foams are basically porous sponges with tiny little air bubbles in there. And once the shoe compresses and compresses over and over, those air bubbles start to rip and become bigger bubbles. So the up and down travel is effectively larger than your brain thinks is safe for your joints to go through. One last thing to consider is that even though the shoe may fit well, the functionality of the footwear might not match your training needs. Whether you're running all of your daily training miles in a carbon fiber plated racing shoe or kicking around on trails in the road shoes, it's important that the specific needs are met by the footwear that you're putting on your feet. So no matter what issues you might be dealing with, we're here to help. Visit a local Fleet Feet today and get some insight on your specific needs. Also check out this video we made on how running shoes should fit.